Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Wednesday. So it has been a while since I have done an anti-haul, and there are some rumors out there that there is another Sephora um, sale coming up in August, perhaps. Don't quote me on that. Those are just some rumors that I have heard. So, of course, as soon as I heard that, I was like, ooh, what do I want? So I went ahead and looked through what is new at Sephora. And I have actually gone in store a couple times over the last couple of weeks because I was bored. Couldn't figure out what to do with myself. So I went and putzed around Sephora for an hour and just kind of checked out some new things and did a little bit of testing on the backs of my hands with some skincare products and swatched some eyeshadows and whatnot. And thought I would go ahead and just kind of share some things that I am kind of on the fence about, but trying to talk myself out of, at least for the time being. So, because I have this channel, I do have a lot of product that I need to get through, and I'm trying my hardest to do that. I am succeeding. I am definitely making a dent in my skincare stash for sure, but I need to keep working on it. But there are a few things on this list that I totally, I don't know that I'm going to be able to resist them, but I just thought I'd go ahead and share them with you guys because I have always appreciated the quote unquote anti haul in the past. And again, a big thanks to Kimberly Clark for coming up with this whole idea. I don't know if this is entirely true to what the anti haul was originally supposed to be, because honestly, I do think at least a couple of these things will probably end up coming home with me, either if there is a sale in August or if, the traditional like November sale comes around. So, let's go ahead and just dive through some of this stuff. There is some great new skincare coming in from some brands that I really like. So, the first is this new Pharmacy Honey Grail Ultra Hydrating Face Oil. Okay, I really do kind of want this. And the reason is that I really love the Pharmacy line as a whole. Everything that I have tried from them is fantastic. I am actually just getting ready to finish up the last little bit of my honeymoon glow from Pharmacy, and I will be doing another video similar in style to what I did when I finished the Drunk Elephant A Passione, just kind of talking about like what I noticed over the course of using up this entire bottle of stuff and, what it did for me. Am I going to repurchase it? Was it worth it? All that kind of stuff. So that's coming. But um, right now, I am working my way through a few of my backup stash facial oils, and I actually have the emerald oil from Herbivore that I still have yet to open to start testing to review for you guys. So I don't really have any business getting this quite yet. However, I'm really interested in it because it's supposed to be a really lightweight facial oil. And if you know me, you know that I have pretty oily skin. So I tend to like lighter feeling products, and I don't know. I kind of feel like I still want this. By the way, I'll link all this stuff down below for you guys in the description box. So if you want to go read up about it and potentially either put it in your cart or be like, no, just don't even, you'll have the information down there. Okay, Youth to the People, another brand that I actually really like. And you'll notice that I'm really drawn to these whole like quote unquote clean skincare brands. Although I will say this whole like, what do they call it? Greenwashing of skincare. I totally get it. Not everything natural is necessarily always the greatest. And, I totally get it. But I do think there are some great ingredients to be found in nature. And if they are put into the correct formulation, they could do some good things for your skin. So this I was actually just looking at last night at Sephora. It is the Youth to the People Adaptogen Soothe and Hydrate Activated Mist with oh my God, I'm going to butcher this. Reishi and ashwagandha. Oh, yeah. Um, Sorry. I'm sure I did not pronounce that correctly, but I do think that even though I have a slight interest in this, I am going to skip out on it because I don't really love facial mists. I tend to not use facial mists all that often. Um, I really like the Omorovisa one, but I still don't reach for it super often because it just seems like an awkward way to apply skincare to me personally. Um, I really prefer to smear or rub or tap things on my face. And I could totally just spray this into the palms of my hands and like press it into my skin. But I don't know. I feel like something's got to give, and this is kind of an easy thing for me to knock off because I just don't like this whole mist thing that a lot of companies are doing. So I'm going to go ahead and skip out on this one. But I will say, when I sprayed this on my skin, I sprayed it on my arm and I rubbed it in. It did have a really nice, lightweight, hydrating feel to it. I bet this would be fantastic for those of you that have very dry skin and you're looking for a boost. So, worth looking into. Okay, these are just like a no. These are the Slip Medium Silk Slick Scrunchies. Okay, there's 4 scrunchies in here. Yep, there's 4. $45 for scrunchies? No. I am just blown away at the price point of this. Also, I don't think this would actually work on my hair in terms of holding my hair in place because anything silky just slips out of my hair because I have super fine, super straight hair. And even if I wound this around a ponytail like 4 times, I bet it would still end up like slipping down because that is the kind of hair that I have. Plus, this is just an asinine price point. Like 15 to 20 bucks. Yeah, I could see that. 45? No, that's insane. Okay. I only want this because it's probably going to smell like bananas and coconuts, and that sounds amazing, but I am going to skip it. I am super tempted. I actually wanted to smell this in store, but my store did not have it in stock. So I'm not going to risk ordering it online, even though I could totally return it if I didn't like the smell of it. But yeah, really the only reason that I was scrolling through and immediately was like, ooh, was because it said banana, and that just sounds amazing. I don't know if you guys remember, and leave me a comment down below if you do. Do you remember when the banana shampoo and conditioner first came out from the Body Shop? I lived for that stuff, but man, did it weigh my hair down and make it greasy. But it just smelled so good. And you guys know I have a thing for fragrance and scented things. And really, the only reason that I kept buying the Body Shop one was because it just smelled so good. I did notice, however, I was at Ulta a couple weeks ago, and the Body Shop the products are sold there. They actually have a banana body cream wash now. I should have picked it up. I'm going to go back and pick it up because that'll give me that banana summery fun fix without buying a product that is probably not going to be the best fit for my hair. I don't know. But this could turn out to be really good. I'm still going to kind of watch the reviews on this. So far, they're decent, but yeah, probably going to skip out on it for right now. Okay. These next couple products here are, once again, I'm going back to, I really want to try these, but I have a lot of eye cream I need to get through, but dang, Biossance makes good products, you guys. You know that one of my favorite is their squalane oil, which is fabulous. But this is the squalane and marine algae eye cream. The only thing that I don't love about this, I love the feel of it because, I tested it out, is that A, it's $54, and B, I don't like these open jar containers for either moisturizers or eye creams. And I just wish that they would have put this in the pump because I've received samples of their eye cream before. Not this one, but I think a different eye cream that they have. And it came in a little pump and it was perfect. I just wish that everything skincare was packaged in an airless pump. Obviously, cleanser, that's not necessary for because you go through that fairly quickly. But with stuff like this, it's going to take you a long time to get through this eye cream, and I'm sure it's formulated with the proper preservatives to make sure that it's, going to be fine for at least 12 months. But still, I think for the amount of eye cream that I have right now, probably doesn't make sense to pick this up, but I am going to keep it in my loves cart here, and eventually if I do go through my eye cream, maybe I'll try it and I'll just stick with that one for like a year and finish it, and then hopefully look like a spring chicken, at least in the under eye department. Okay, herbivore. I love herbivore. Like I said, I have the emerald oil that I am looking to try here. It's in my closet. I just need to get it out and open it and start using it. This is their, and wait for me to butcher this one, the Bakuchiol Retinol Alternative Soothing Serum. Really want to try this. I was testing it out on my hand last night, and it just is, ooh, it's fabulous. It's a little bit, like, I don't want to say gelatinous, but sticky when you first apply it, but it absorbs quick. Like, I mean, within like less than a minute, my hand felt just satiny smooth, and like the product just like sunk into my skin. And it made the tops of my hands look absolutely glorious. Um, and I want to put that on my face and make my face look the same way. Honestly, I'll be perfectly honest. I am probably going to pick this up. This is probably going to happen, but I'm at least going to hold off until I can get it on sale either in August or November. Because in the meantime, I can certainly be using some other retinols that I have. So, but yeah, anything that's retinol, I'm always jumping all over that. Okay, let's talk about some things here that are like a big no-go. What's down here? Okay, more stuff. Okay, this. All right, so this I played with in store last night. Here, let's take a look at it here. I didn't like this eyeshadow palette at all. First off, I think the majority of these colors are just not super usable for me personally. Like this color was pretty, this one up here was pretty, and this was pretty. But the rest of it, I don't know. They just felt like all the other Tarte eyeshadow palettes that I have used in the past, and it's just not the greatest formula. I do think it's a fun, I guess, summer palette if you're in the market for something fun and summery, or you really like color, then this, and you like the formula, because you gotta like the formula, then this might be good. But yeah, I'm surprised at the amazing reviews, because when I was playing with it, was like, this feels like every other Tarte eyeshadow, which is okay, but not necessarily worth the price point. I don't know. I'd rather spend a few more bucks and get something from Busy Art, but I'm kind of spoiled by those shadows now. All right, Melt Cosmetics. So after I got that Melt stack that was delivered to me and one of the shadows just fell out, I'm totally turned off from these Melt eyeshadows. So just thought I'd toss this in there because I'm just, no way. And $65 seems kind of expensive for a palette like this. I mean, there's 18 shades, so that's fair. But yeah, I just, and honestly, like, no, I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use any of these. I'm probably not going to use any of these. Probably not going to use any of these. Yeah, probably. But that is not worth it to me, just to have like these few shadows here that I might use. So yeah, hard pass. But I know some of you have said that the Melt shadows actually apply really well with a brush. I didn't even give it a chance. I just returned it when mine fell apart and did not reorder it. But anyway. All right. Here we go with Tarte again. These guys just can't help themselves but to make subpar eyeshadows over and over again. Um, so yeah, I played with these. I didn't think they were that great. They felt chunky. Um, they kind of gritty almost. There's a lot of shimmer in these. I mean, I guess if you are looking for some shimmer, this would be the way to go. Um, but yeah, I didn't like the feel of these. And they just didn't feel smooth to me. And I just felt like it was going to be Fallout City probably by the end of the day. They might say put it first, but just the way that they felt, I just imagined things raining down onto the tops of my cheekbones, and I am not a glitter girl. Plus these reviews, not great. So review for me is also not great without even putting it on my eyes. All right. So I do know that there is a Buxom Boss Babe Dolly eyeshadow palette coming out. I think that one might be exclusive to Ulta. Might have my eyes on that. Don't know yet. But this one was an easy pass for me because, once again, this is an eyeshadow palette that literally has been done 800,000 times before. All these shades are super generic to me. I haven't even tested this formula yet. I mean, the formula might be good. It's getting some decent reviews. However, it is online only, and I'm just not willing to risk it for that. But I do like the other Buxom eyeshadows, the singles and the Buxom Dolly's Wild Side. That's a great eyeshadow palette, which is the only reason why I'm thinking that the Boss Babe Dolly might be a good one for me to try. Lots of purples, mauves, things like that. Natasha Denona. Still not interested in her stuff. I know some of you have told me that her eyeshadows are really good, but honestly, I have yet to see a palette from this woman that I have any interest in. This one here is kind of interesting because there's some shades that I think might be pretty for fall, like jewel tone fall looks. But then you've got like these yellows and a rust, because there has to be a rust in everything. But these here, this little section right here and this one look very similar to some shadows that I have in the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. So probably don't need to buy this when I can get probably a very similar look with my Modern Renaissance palette. However, if Natasha ever comes out with a color story that I'm interested in, I might be swayed, but it needs to be like a palette like this full of things that I would actually use. And, it's okay if there's one or maybe two that I'm not really interested in, but I have to be interested in the majority of the palette. And honestly, every single palette that I've looked at from hers, I've been like, yep, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that, don't really like that, don't need that. So as long as that is my reaction, then I'm just going to keep passing on these, but maybe someday. Okay, last two things. These I'm kind of interested in. I've heard Terra Babies. Ooh, look, they're selling out. I've had Terra Babies talk about these, and she seems to really like them. I'm kind of interested, but I'm really only interested in the matte blushes in these duos. That looks way too shimmery and quote unquote multi-dimensional for me and my liking. I like a satin finish blush, but this looks like too much shine for me. So, but this one here, the Sweet Mulberry, really does look pretty, doesn't it? It's beautiful. Dude, this would be beautiful on the eyes, I feel like. I want to put that on my lids, but I'm not going to buy this with the intention of that because I'm probably not going to do it. So, but this is beautiful. Do you have any of these? Do you love them? Specifically, do you have the Sweet Mulberry? It looks insanely pigmented. The reviews are good. But I'm going to skip it. Lastly, this is, okay, I want this because look at this ridiculous packaging. It just is adorable. I might still get this. The reviews aren't super great though, so that's the only thing. But this packaging is absolutely delightful, and I kind of just want to like look at it. I did see this in store. The tester was dry as all get out. Like I could barely even make out what the brush looks like because it was so dry to the point where these bristles were all like matted down. Have you seen mascara that used and old? By the way, I saw someone in store last night putting the mascara tester on their eyeballs with like the wand from this, and I just thought, oh, I hope there is no pink eye swimming around in here because you are about to get it, lady. Do not use don't use the testers. Oh, I've talked about this before. I just think it's such a bad idea. They are not cleaned and disinfected nearly as often as they should be. And even if they are, sharing makeup with other people, you just can't trust that someone didn't stick their dirty fingers in there. If you really want to try something, buy it, take a chance on it. I mean, I don't want to advocate for like returning things, but if you really hate something, you can always return it. Sephora does have a decent return policy. However, I would not recommend risking something like this. And with the lip products either, just don't do it. Anyway, that's my anti-haul for you guys today. Hopefully this was helpful. I will, again, link everything down below if you want to go read up about it yourself. But I think I'm going to save myself some money here for sure. And there are a couple things that, like this. It's just a pretty color too, isn't it? It's beautiful. And look at these reviews. Those are the number of stars that I look for right there. I mean, there's just that little chunk of that star missing right there. So seems to be some good stuff. So, yeah, you'll probably see a review of it at some point this year. Let me know what you are currently either eyeballing or avoiding at all costs. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. Tomorrow I will have the Ulta version of this, so stay tuned for that. Thanks again, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.